Hello, people. Emmanuel and Safali bring you the Promise Insurance Show. And today I want to talk about what we call home insurance. What is it? It is that's something that compensates you. But I want to start this with a movie script. I don't know if, there's a very nice movie that I enjoyed with my children called Sing. All right, so that's the story I like to. And let me just give you a brief of what's my angle in this whole movie and why I feel it is very necessary. So, have you ever watched a dream wash away in a single unexpected moment? Think of seeing the animated film where Buster Moon, this is the guy. Let's just show him. Buster Moon is the Oyota here. So think of the animated Buster, Moon, the ever hopeful theater owner pours his whole heart into keeping his beloved theater alive. He believes in talent, in community, and in second chances. But then disaster strikes. A sudden accident triggers a massive flood, and in minutes the theater he spent a lifetime building is completely destroyed. The seats gone, the stage gone, the memories and investments washed away. For a moment, Buster stands in the rubble with nothing but a soaked clipboard and a shattered hope. Unlike many real homeowners and business owners, he faces a heartbreaking question. What happens when everything you built is destroyed overnight? But the beauty of Buster's story is this. It doesn't end in ruin. His resilience inspires the performers. Their performance inspires the town. And the show touches the heart of a sponsor who steps in to restore the theater. Brick by brick, seat by seat, exactly the way insurance is meant to restore what is lost. You see, Buster didn't have a formal homeowner's insurance policy, but imagine he had this. Instead of uncertainty, he would have had fast, immediate financial support after the flood, then protection of his property and valuables, and a clear path to rebuilding his dream. A peace of mind knowing catastrophe doesn't have the final word. Just like in the movie where someone believed in him enough to rebuild his theater, homeowners insurance is that someone. A system designed to help you rise again when life knocks everything down. Today, we'll talk about how you can protect your home, the stage of your life from that unexpected. Because unlike in animated films, floods, fires, storms, and break-ins don't wait for a happy ending. But with the right insurance plan, your story can always be restored. So with that, let me introduce you this portal. Yes, we've already gone through the travel insurance and motor insurance. And for the clients, we have actually been asking the question, why is it that my items are not covered under the travel insurance? Because actually these homeowners is supposed to get your items covered. So under home insurance, there are two kinds of policies. There's the domestic homeowners insurance. Then there are those who don't own the home, but they just own the assets in there. You could call the householders insurance. But let's start with those who own the homes. So if you choose homeowners, and at this juncture, let me just bring in my sponsors of this particular episode called Safa Homes. This is a home so someone can have this kind of home, and Safa home owners, who are also our clients and sponsors and shareholders into this business, have actually equipped their home just like this for Airbnb business. Yeah. So, but let me just pass this kalango so that at least you understand why it's very important to have this kind of. So this can be any home, but let me just show you also something. This is a view of actually where Safa Homes is located around Zeguku, but all these properties are out there. Many of them are commercial, some of them are residential, and yet we could actually take out homeowners insurance, much as these are high rise, but it could be anything else. It could be just not just the flood like we talked about in the movie. It could be several. So this is just, for instance, I was just showing you that people have homes like this, but rather than just, so we shall own homes like this. And for those who already have homes, let's try to insure them. So let's look at an example. If we had imagined we started from, let's say we're going to take this cover. Okay, today is the 31st of January when I'm starting. We could use Uganda shillings. The building could be 2 stories or 3 meters high. And let's say this is a commercial environment because this is Seguku Katale. So the homeowner is Safa Homes. We have just seen this example. I was given authority to use this example. Let's say this building is about, actually it's about, well, for lack of a better word, let's say 800 million. Let's just use this example, how much he used to set it up, but could even be slightly more than that. Okay, so we can add sections. That building is important, but you could add sections. So there is all risks. Yeah, there is owner's liability. Yeah, then there is portable items. Yeah, the ones that he moves with every time. Even your laptops, every time you travel, you could actually cover those items. Then contents, then workers' liability. Yeah, he also has some workers on the site, and then occupiers' liability. These are all items. So let's get and see how much we can click. So, for instance, the all risks. This is say furniture. Let's say furniture in the home, of course, may not be serialized, but could be worth about 100 million actually. Yeah. So let me just say this 100. This is 100 million. So let's put in some washing machines. So we may not have the serial numbers now, but the machines, and they're about, okay, here, a value. So the machines could be worth about, each is about 5 million, that's about 10 million. Just let's use simple examples. Okay, not so simple, but it's important. Okay, let's add another item that we saw in the video. Could be a cooker. Yeah, the cookers at about the ones that were available were about say 3 million, 30 million. Is that 3 million? Okay, it could be a fridge. The fridges could be about each, it's about 2 million, 2.8. So that's about 4 million because there are just 2 homes so far. The rest are still apartments. They're not. So let's just save this for now. And then, so owner's liability could be about 10% of the value, because in case he's sued as the owner of the property, let's look at, say, this is 80 million. Yeah, you want to be covered at least 10%. And then for the portable items, could be your phones, could be, let's say, mobile phones, phones. Maybe could have phones worth about right now, and let's look an average of 4 million shillings. Could be having two. Yes, that is 4 million shillings. Then the other item that I could have added here could be a laptop. Laptops. He has laptops worth about 5 million shillings. Yes, could be two of them. Which other portable items could you use? Let's say, let's just use this for now. Maybe this under these other items or risks, we could put there the smart TVs, smart television sets. Yes, each at about 2 million. That's about 4 million shillings. Okay, they are just two. Okay, so which other item contents? Other contents, the kitchenware. The whole assortment costs about the whole assortment may cost about, let's say, 10 million shillings. No, 10 million is a higher side. Let's look at 5 million shillings. Yes. Then the other element is the bathroom. The bathroom ware. Of course, it's also quite expensive. This could be about 20 million. 20 million, all the tiles and all that. So let's just use this example. Then workers, he has two of them. They usually two. So if each earns about 500,000, about 500,000 a month, so that's about 1 million shillings monthly pay. Yeah. I'm using this example so that we see if it works best. So these are the workers. Then occupier's liability would also be good if you look at 10% of the building's value, because these tenants can actually also destroy your property. They could leave in the electricity, they could just destroy it. Could happen. So after we have added all these sections, property detail, we want to know these are rentals, and these are apartments, and these are the floor. Well, there are some iron sheets. The construction is the walls are okay. It's also important to know the rental income. So let's say he earns about 6 million from all the units which are in this building. Yes. This is just an example. Okay, this on the higher end. Let's look at 5 million shillings. And then there are 3 floors. Actually, there are basement, first floor, and second floor. So that's 2 floors. And then plot number is, let's say, 4155. The town is, now this is Wakiso. Okay, Saiguku. The street name is Dunya Road. The estate number, this is not Safa Homes. Estate number. So once we have gotten all this, maybe the risk assessment, okay, it's important to get the quotation. So have you ever insured? No, he hasn't. Are you currently insured? No. Of course, if everything is no, it's always important to put in this information. But of course, if you have, it's always good to give us that kind of information. So once we have gotten all this information, we can go ahead and get the quotation so that at least we manage and see. So let's look at all these benefits. This is a quotation worth about 800 million, yeah, but we are seeing the total cost will be about that. So you can see the examples and how relatively cheap these policies can be. If we were to buy the cover, this is how it will look like. So before going there, I can look at okay, we're going to save. So the client is called Safa Homes. Let's okay, let me just copy this. Okay, if we copy this and then we come and make a quotation so that you can actually view how the policy looks like. So if we are to do this in the motor, then this is Jan 2026, such that when we do this, we come and check out the quotation, how it looks like, and then you can view it. So once Britam has offered you a quotation like this is the pricing of how it's going to be, because it's a commercial but a homeowners. So let's first hide this. So if we're basing on all risks items, remember we give you their costings, but the premium is just 1%, 1.2 million. Then the building, it's a very small percentage, 0.125%, which is 1 million shillings. Then the contents, remember the contents, the kitchenware and all that, the premium for 25, they were about 25, the items were about 25 million. The premium came to about 187,000 shillings. The occupier's liability, that in case they ever sue us as the owners of the building, much as we're not there, that's the occupiers, the tenants. If they ever cause any challenges, if you had paid a premium of 160,000, that would cover up to 8 million, 10% of the building's value. Then the owner's liability, you could also be sued that your building has cracked and things like that. The items we are saying are 160,000 in terms of the premium. Then the portable items we mentioned earlier, the phone, the laptops and all that, the premium for it would be 270,000. Then the workers' liability, the two employees who are earning 500,000 each, that is 1 million shillings per month. You multiply that times 60 months, or that is 5 years earnings. The premium will be just 150,000 shillings for the whole year, such that the total premium is 3,137,500 shillings. Plus the taxes, it will come to 3.75 million shillings. So really, are you seeing how affordable? And if you look at all these risks that we're covering, this is in billions of shillings, but only at 3.7 million shillings. So if this client is ready, it would be very easy to change this. So allow me to conclude this by going back to what these kind of policies are. We could even give you the very basic. If it was just householders, you're not covering the building, you could see the building is the one that covers the most. So with that, I would like to conclude this by reminding you about our sponsors of the show. We support them, Airbnb business. This is in Seguku, Katale. The homes are insured, the tenants are insured, the property is insured. So let's support each other. Let's get insurance. Let us not be like Buster Moon. But anyway, Buster Moon was lucky. He actually had some kind of insurance. So we conclude this. I remain Emmanuel Sonny Safali, bringing you the Promise Insurance Show. Until next time, I thank you and God bless all of you. And of course, support us with business, support us with the content. Please check it out, keep us busy, and I believe that 2026 will be a better year. Thank you so much.